Good night, everyone, and welcome to Turning to OC. What a week we have had. Well, what a day, to be honest. Almost every single trade has played out to a certain point, to a certain degree. It's true that we're going to be taking some early trades, but we're going to be applying the same thing that we always do. We're going to be taking some partial profits, but we're going to stop to entry. We're at least moving it into some profit state, right? Or to minimize some risk in there. And of course, be taking some profits. Let's get it, because I'm very anxious to get started. I mean, we have a couple of moves. Some of those are very nice moves. And other ones are, well, pretty good, not gonna lie. So let's get it, because let me get started with you guys, because you guys are the most important party here. And we have Crypto Chef. What's up, brother? Welcome. Very nice to have you around. We also have Kellyphant. What's up, Kellyphant? What's up, Kelly? Username. Aussie, I've made it. Nice. You best bud has a right. Yay! Absolutely. Username, you are my #1 best friend from here. By the way, I don't know. It's Piper here. I don't think so. But if you guys remember, username had an alter ego. Remember that one? So if you guys remember, let me know. That was a pretty good one. Maybe he'll come back if he sees you here, which is awesome, brother. Alexander, GG, what's up, Alexander? Welcome. Great to have you around. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me. I really appreciate it. Who else we got in the house? We have KDGT Woodwood. What's up, brother? Welcome. Papa G, what's up, brother? How is it going? Who else we got in here? Do we have LBC? I don't know. I do see LBC's there. Not 100% sure. Is that it? I'm not sure. All right. So, Big Pack user meme. Yeah, you do remember, brother. That was awesome. That was epic. Yeah, user meme. I don't know. Maybe he's hiding under the rock. Maybe he's gonna make it back. We'll see. Maybe he's gonna team up with username, the actual the best buddy right here. Hey, Jay Violet, happy everyone. What's up, Jay Violet? Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Let's go to the charts. Today we're gonna do a little bit of an overview. It is storming out here. So far, my battery is doing pretty good. Haven't lost any energy, but I'm a little bit worried to get some thunder strikes or something like that. So we're gonna keep it a little bit short today, and of course, enough to take some profits. Let's get to the charts. Yeah, all right. So you guys might remember that we did some turbo. Turbo is gonna be the last one. Let's get started. We have the video from there. Let me see if I can pull it up. Actually, I actually had it in here for a little bit, and I don't know why I removed it. Give me just 1 second. Let's go over the Piper Academy, and then let's go on the previews. Was live. This is it. All right. So let me just also mute it. And here you got it. So this is yesterday's video. Let's just follow up on the trades that we programmed for today. Oh, by the way, I don't know, guys. How did you guys recognize me without my glasses? Not sure. All right. So must be the beard, right? So Harp, what's up, brother? Welcome. Looking at hockey. By the way, let me know if you already have tried the orange juice and coffee. Man, it's been a long time since I didn't take one. I'm gonna do, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna get one. Hopefully you can do yours too. turbo time. A little bit. Let's get started first with Bonk. Bonk also played out very nicely. Let's take a look at Bonk. Oh, no. It was not Bonk. It was, shoot. What was the name? Dogecoin. But let's go over here. So let's get started with LDO. No, wait. I'm doing it all wrong. BTC. All right, so that's the one that we started with, if I'm not wrong. Did we do that one? Why am I missing that one? All right, Bonk. Oh, man. Did I close Bonk? All right. Oh, yep, that was... Wait. Bonk. This is where we ended up, right? Basically, we already went into a trade, so it was time to just take it out. We have somewhere in here for our possible entry, and then looking for that little bounce. I don't know 1.5 Bonk. Let's see. All right, let's go for it. Why not? I did remember to have it prepared here, but whatever. We got it here. All right, so Bonk. Let's get it in here. There it is, the 30 minutes. Let's see if we can pull it up. Perfect. Just a quick reminder on Bonk, it was another setup in here. Oh no, yeah, it was this one. So why I don't have... Oh, no, yeah, it should be this one. What? What is my setup? Here it is. Need to blue that. All right, perfect. So there we go. We had this one going back up in here, coming back down. Well, not this one. We need to look at my other one. Not this one also. Come on, I'm a little lost today. The regression. Perfect. Here it is. So since this is supposed to be something that everybody can follow, we're going to be using more like free indicators. So this is the one that we were tracking, coming back down. Right here, if you did not re-enter, that's what you're re-enter, or if it took you out, don't worry. As we got right here, some flip diamond, you jumped in, just a little bit here, coming back down, looking for a re-entry. All right. By the way, a re-entry incoming. Re-entry is gonna be. Was that a thunder? All right, things are starting to get a little scary. All right, so entering position. As you can see, we've been going high, low, and a little higher. All right. So my next possible entry position is going to be slightly above. All right. Between this one, I want to catch it just slightly above. All right. So far, this is going to be it. Let me see if I do have anything like that. Yes, I have. Let's go for that loud order block at the bottom, not the bottom, at the center. I'm not expecting this one to be a very nice trade. This is just a short-term trade. And this is because look at your parity. It is almost 50-50, all right? So it's most likely we're going to range in here as we fight between the bullish and the bearish setups in here, all right? And but I think that we might be able to range like this and get some pretty good targets somewhere around these areas right here. All right, so far so good. Let me see if we have anything else that it's leading me. There we go. Look at that. Oh, come on, don't move it. We have our targeting here, so let's add our alert at our entry point. Let's also look for that taking profits, which is going to be in here, and then our stop loss is going to be the same, a little bit low like that. Yes, this is not as favorable. We're still at 1.58. All right, so first trade of the day. Nonetheless, the short, pretty good. All right, so Bonk, that was it. Then we went to Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin did not actually play it out. No trade taken, not loss taken, no win taken. So basically that is neutral. All right, so where is you gotta be kidding me. Where's my stuff? All right, Bitcoin, there it is. Bitcoin, we were expecting maybe a further move to the downside. I was expecting another roll down, just a slight roll down, and then coming back down. Yes, we did acknowledge that we have that possible reversal, but I was looking for I still am looking for that sweep of the low. Nonetheless, we are creating some higher lows, and well, no trade taken. That's fine. That's still fine. I think there is a short incoming. We're still very close to breaking up. Look at my consolidation score, 8. almost right there for a breakout. Is it going to be bullish? We are pretty bullish, but look at this. We might still coming back down in here for the next movement to the upside. I'm still going to leave this as is. All right, and I'm gonna still seeking for this or looking for this trade. The another thing that I want to look into it is, all right, what other kind of supports? Because right here I have a trend line. Has it been broken? Yes. It's been taken. I cannot tell you that. I don't know, because we are piercing through right now, right? So this could absolutely go low and then close up high. So this is something that we need to keep into consideration. We need to keep at looking at it. Something that is important is that we rejected out of the predictive range. So far, everything is leading me to believe that we're gonna go a little lower. All right. So the breakout of that trend line would be a fake out. The next possible entry is going to be right here, and that is because, let me hide everything, we have a line right here. All right, see, this is one of the predictive ranges. I do see a possible breakout somewhere around here, or sorry, touch somewhere around here, and then aiming to this zone. So I'm not looking for this short, I'm looking for a possible re-entry. That entry is going to come if I'm able to do this. But guys, let's just know what, let's just move this out of the way. Let's just put it to the right, because we need to define direction so far. All right, I think it's going to be going lower. That's why I'm going to keep this one open, seeking for that flip or sweep of the low still. All right, let's go for the next one. All right, so Bitcoin out of the way already. Let's see what else we had in here. After Bitcoin, we talked about, let's go, come on. And what does it needs to take that long? LDO. All right, finally, LDO. Remember that I was telling you guys that we had a possible, or we had an entry. I called this out on another Discord, but still I push it over to you guys because it was an ongoing setup. What happened with LDO? Let's take a look at that. If you realize, and there is a little caveat here, right? So I was looking at the 4 hours and look at my setup. It was on C all the way up here, which is chart prime, all right? And right now I have translated it to T with trading with OC, all right? Just bear that in mind. Let's take a look at LDO. Here's LDO. We have the same support and resistances. What happening here, all right? So we enter right there. All right, let's go and look at that. So re-enter right here. And then we had 1, 2 candles, and then it went back to our next area of entry, another half of an entry. So let's take a look at LDO. Right here, went back down to our next entry. What happens is that our first entry was in here, our secondary entry was in there. We averaged down our position. All right, so let's take a look at how would that look like. Something like this, not this one, this one here. All right, and where is our entry position? Exactly as we have it. So there it is. So our stop loss it's still on its way. So that is still playing out as is. We're coming back up. And what happens here? TP number 1, as we were expecting. All right, so what happens on LDO? Let's go to a video. TP number 1, let's see, in fact, I think we have it here. There it is, TP number 1, all right, for any possible retracement. And I think that is it. So what do we do after we take TP number 1? We move our stop to entry, we let it run. What's happening actually right now, so I should be having a ringing action right now, yep, it's stopping us at profits. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, so this one out of the way. Hey, TradeFly, how's it going, brother? Nice. Thank you so much for spending some of your time in here, brother. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Welcome to. By the way, if you're not following TradeFly, could you maybe drop your YouTube channel here? That'll be fantastic. You absolutely should be taking a look at him because I follow him, and I take his trades. So go watch him, go follow him. It's an amazing friend, an amazing trader, and I think he's got a lot to show you here, and we all have a lot to learn. So let's take a look at our next entry, Dogecoin. Oh boy, Dogecoin or Doggy Coin. Let's take a look at that one. That one was fantastic. All right, let's first see what was our plan. All right, so we measured our trend line, perfect. We were looking for some bottoming patterns, perfect. We know that. So there was two options, either a little bit of a range and then hitting some supports right here. All right, we set up where we were talking about a possible Y scenario, which actually played out fantastically. All right, and finally we have we're looking for a breakout continuation. All right, so what was the ideal entry? Well, right there. All right, let's see where we left out. Let's go. This is our first entry in here. All right, our first full size entry. Remember that one. And then just at the last minute, right before I move out of the coin, I went like, hey, let's set up our 30-minute support, because we have a 4-hour entry and a 30-minute entry. All right, perfect. We named that. And then I realized, hey, if we are going to be having this area right here, we have the VPVR or the money flow POC. All right, why not to take a short in there, right? I mean, that was going to be a fractional short. All right, there it is. And well, that was the plan right there. That was the plan. So what happens out of here? Let's go to, what was it? This is Dogecoin. Where is it? So let me just get rid of bonk, LDO. There it is, Dogecoin. We went up. There it is. To the point, to the T. Look at that, man. That was a perfect alert, perfect entry right here. All right. So there it is. There is our entry. Our stop loss did not change. Going back down in here. Man, Alex O'Crypto should be looking at this, because he always show off when he takes a very tippy top. Tomorrow is going to be the day. By the way, if you caught him tomorrow morning, tell him that we did an Alex O'Crypto entry in late night with Dogecoin. So there it is. We hit it right here, and we traded all the way to a downside. There was two taking profits. Remember, TP number one, our support. We're not playing, we're not gambling. What happens when we also take our 50% out? We move our stop to entry, and then we go lower, boom, head switch. Head switch right here. We are into the 4-hour entry. All right, what happens with the 4-hour entry? Perfect. We just keep it. Go up. Support, 30-minute support, 50% out. 30-minute support, 50% out. And remember, since our first candle, body and candle right there in the green, there it is, we are basically golden. Let it go. You want to take some profits? Well, that's up to you. By the way, just so you know, this is right here, 3:30, 4:30, somewhere around that area. I took some profits, just basically close it out. Why did I not take the short? I was basically just looking for the late class on Sharpener. All right, so I did not have a chance to do my analysis. No trade, not rushing. We're just taking profits. Yes, the rush is out there, but we are not gambling. All right, so what's up next? We have a possible reversal. We don't have flip of the ribbon, and we don't have oversold. We need to wait a little bit. Where do we have our support? In fact, we are right there on support. In fact, we could be taking it long right here, but I don't want to take it just now. All right, let's see if we have anything else in there. Not a support. We are going to look at that. Maybe we can go for a next entry right here. Let's see. Right there. All right. And looking for that flip of the ribbon. So that would be my long position. I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to do my stop loss right here. And then a little bit below. That's going to be it. And what I'm going to be doing also is going to scale down. Last time I entered here. Shobi, yes, why not? Let's give it that same stop loss. Let's scale down. Let's do 1/2. And that's 2. That looks like, there we go. 1/2 and 1/2. All right. Perfect. That's going to be my scale up or my scale down. I'm going to play it safe. That's it. I'll just make 2 trades in here. One half of the trade, one full trade, looking for a third one. So let's go. All right. What was the next trade that we talked about? It was TAO. All right. So looking at these areas right here for a possible entry right down there. All right. Let's see how we end this up. Let's just give it a second. And TAO. Yeah, we're still on the same one. Come on. I need to do some taxing here. Perfect. That was our next possible entry, right? Looking for that bounce. We already have, we're bouncing, going up somewhere around 438. So what happened with TAO? Very close to the 438. Very, very close. Look at that. I still rushed. Same hour that I was taking some profits on Dogecoin. So I said, hey, F it, right? F it. Let's just save this. Let's get rid of Dogecoin. Perfect. Entry right here, a little anticipated. Perfect. Half of an entry. Did not scale up. That's fine. So half of an entry. That's it. Going back down. Guess what happened here? All right. Guess what happened there? That's it. 50% out. Can I take another 50% out? Yes. Where? Dynamic reactor. Am I holding this? Yes, I am. Where to? Get dynamic reactor. And that's going to be it. All right. So TAO, once again, very nice trade. Here is another one. So let's go over this one here. Let's see. And finalize it with, I believe, was it Ethereum? Let me take a look at it. Because Ethereum is looking very interesting. And I think we might be able to hold a short in here. So let's go for, let's just scroll over TAO. Yeah, this is where we talked about Bitcoin once again. And finally, we did, here it is, Ethereum. All right, we were looking for a bounce to the upside, going for that short right between dynamic reactor and the trend line, right before the order block magnetic. But it was shielded by 2 things, which was dynamic reactor, very powerful, and a resistance, again, very nice resistance. So let's take a look at how Ethereum played out. Ethereum, it is a hard pill to swallow, right? Here it is. Half of an entry, remember? And I'm going to leave this for a little bit. I'm going to explain that in a second. What happened here? Coming in. Perfect. All right. Coming, look at that. Almost, what it was that? I don't know. 3/4 of the way. Pretty scary. I thought that was going to be a stopped out. Coming back down. Full candle body in the green. Not actually looking at this. All right. And then it goes back up. And this is what I'm holding. I was also holding here because I saw this divergence. I'm still holding it. We are in profits. We're hitting dynamic reactor. All right. So at this point, because, oh, come on, don't do that. This one. Because, and let me just lock this one. Because we're getting here once again, I'm going to be taking 50% out. But look at the shape of this movement. And this is the next one. Why am I still holding it? Right? Holding it doesn't mean not being smart enough not to take profits. So I am taking profits, 50% out. Right? That's it. No questions. I'm not gambling here. All right. Let's take a look at this drawing. This is an Adam and Eve pattern. It is a sharp V with a rounded Eve. Right? How does that look like the other way around? Sharp Adam and rounded Eve. It is a topping pattern for a downwards continuation. Do we have that? I don't know. It feels like we do. Let me know if you also see this. Adam, and Eve. Where is my neckline? I usually define my neckline based on this right here. So my neckline, it's right there. It's right there. Bug me when he Said, I'm not gambling. Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Long time no see. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. All right, so what are we doing here? Are we gonna hold it? Well, I'm holding it, but I'm taking some profits. In fact, as soon as we're out, and because I haven't taken profits in here, as soon as we're out, I'm gonna be closing half of that position and leaving whatever is out there just in case, because I think that we might have a very interesting tomorrow day, if I can call it like that. So I think that will be it, as long as we can break, because I mean, this can also shoot. And then this just becomes a failed Adam and Eve, or inverse Adam and Eve. So, what do you think? So far, I think so good. Did we look at Turbo? Turbo. I don't think that we looked at Turbo. Where did we look at Turbo, man? Was that the end of the one? Because Turbo actually played out very nicely too. Turbo, yes, all right. Turbo, perfect. We were looking at this V-shaped recovery. Perfect. Where is our area of opportunity? All the way here between the two resistances, at where we thought that the dynamic reactor, or better yet, our SMA combo, because the dynamic reactor was stick to the price. So we're looking at that area. There we go for possible entry. We had our alerts. All right. Oh, that was the end of it. So we were talking about bouncing for the short and then coming back for a bottom for a long. All right. Where was our support zone, our alert? And remember, usually what we look for, maybe I just want to click here to draw. All right. I'm not. All right. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, right? I need to copy that audio. So what are we looking for usually? We usually look for reversals, flip of the ribbon, possible reversal, oversold, and then we jump in just after the candle closes. All right. What happened here, Turbo? Oh, Turbo. Oh, Turbo. Look at that. Right to the resistance. Right there. Right there. Where do we have confirmation? Right here at my flip of the ribbon. Was it a little late? Yes. But still, that played out fantastically. And that was also a little scary because look at the color. It was bullish. All right. It was bullish. If we take a look at our SMA, sorry, to our, what is it? Linear regression oscillator. What we got in here, we were still bullish, but I didn't see an actual change of color. But still, I mean, I did wait for that. And at the resistance, perfect. Took that trade, going back down. Where to? The next support, right there. And what happens as we were breaking through, because we broke through this support right here, fast and furious. And look at that, we also broke it right here, very fast. Went all the way here. I didn't even wait for the flip of the ribbon. I just hit support. I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Not even 50% out. I'm out. That was Turbo. It's a meme coin. I'm out. Then what's up? Could we be maybe taking that long? Yeah, but not really. I mean, I just have support. Right? I don't quite there yet have my flip of, my flip of the ribbon, my flip of, or my, my flipping diamond, my reversal diamond played out in here. Already too late. For me, this is my resistance. So that was a lost trade. Well, not lost trade, because we didn't enter. Like, we did not took that trade, right? So it was already gone. Nothing. My entry was not in here. Was it in here? Yes, it actually was in here very nicely, but I was not looking at this accelerator at the time. So, whatever. And then, diamond. Peak performance diamond. Peak performance diamond. We're at. Look at where we have all of our lines. Peak performance diamond. What else do we had in here? Our SMA combo. Our SMA combo. Resistance. Peak performance diamond. I want you guys to notice that it's not that I caught the very, very top. I mean, that would have been fantastic. But at my peak performance diamond, can they close? Because that's what it appears. I already was looking here because it rang my alert, my second alert. and enter for that short. Right now, TP number 1. In fact, this is showing me where I took my TP number 1. And since last time I hit somewhere around here, I'm going to be looking for, in fact, nothing. I'm not going to be looking for anything. That's it. I already have that flip of the valley. That's it. That's it. That's all I needed. Can I hold more? Yes, but this is turbo. Not holding it. Not holding it. Love it, Califan. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so that's it. I'm not going to be playing it out. That's it. Can it go lower? Yes. Man, I mean, it seems like it wants to go low, but I just need to respect my strategy, right? Maybe some other time, turbo. Maybe some other time. In fact, let's do what? Let's add an alerting here. If we reach that alert, we're going to be looking for a possible entry for a long. All right, so long position somewhere around here, and let's mark that as potential. No, that is not an entry. Not right now. Potential. Perfect. We got it. All right, guys. So what a day. In fact, we were talking about this Monday, remember? I was saying, hey, I think Monday, it is just going to be one of those days. We just need to retreat. Let's program where we should be taking a look at or an entry on Tuesday. Right, and most likely we're going to getting out at Thursday, Friday. Oh, man. Wednesday in. What? Thursday out. We're out. We're basically out. And tomorrow, Friday, we'll see. We'll see how, what else can we catch. But so far, yeah. So far, I think that was a pretty good one. All right, I'm pretty happy. Everything is playing out very nicely. Yeah, I mean, why the rush? Let's go back and just wrap this up with Bitcoin. All right, so let's wrap it up with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is daddy. Let's take a look at how is it going. Let's take its pulse coming back down. Let's see what we were talking about here. Remember, we're still looking, or I'm still looking for that sweep of the lows. You know what? Let's take a look at the daily. Why not? We're still flagging out, coming back down in here. Let me just get rid of that, all that spaghetti. Same thing that it seems to be happening here. By the way, I know all of you do, but who follows Alexo Crypto? Let me know. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Or push another here. Push another. All right. Because I learned this from Alexo. But, and I think I need to show this to him. I don't know if he has shown it in his show. I have missed these last two shows because he was away. And then today in the morning, I was broken, man. I needed to wake up late. Lol. All right. So, are you guys seeing the same thing that I'm seeing here? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Nice. Valera, what's up? Haven't seen you around. So welcome. All right. You certainly. Oh, he's a good guy, dude. He's a cool guy. Comes at 4 a.m. in my time. I see. All right. So if you guys haven't followed him, maybe watch the replay or something like that. But here's the thing. He does, or he has also, like, we have our flip of the ribbon, breakout retest, OC retest, things like that. He has his balloon dog, right? I'm always laughing at that because their dog, I don't know what kind of dog they have in Canada, because that is a fucking long neck dog, man. Shit. I mean, look at that. Do they have, like, I don't know, maybe they have like little mooses as dogs. I'm just kidding. Of course they don't. Just wanted to make fun of him a little bit. All right. But look at this. We're having his pattern, right? We're having his pattern. We have the legs. We have the body, right? And let me see. Can I? Man, I cannot undo this. BDC, maybe this one. Yeah, I mean, I think I can play with this one, right? So look at this. Oh, Dogecoin, alert. I don't know if you can see it, but alert. All right, so what we have, balloon dog with a freakishly long neck. How many guys have you seen that? Like, how many dogs have you seen with that long of a neck? A nice circus. Balloon animals, dog, at the ice fair. Oh yeah. So there penguins. Oh, talking about penguin. Maybe we need to start trading penguin. That'll be cool. I don't know. We have some luck on both Dogecoin and Turbo, especially Turbo, right? What a blue chip, man, on Turbo. Crypto Chef 2 comes out tomorrow. Oh, comes out tomorrow, really? I cannot wait. You make better balloon dogs, OZ. Oh, love it. Thank you, brother. So there is a balloon dog. Usually when we see a balloon dog, that is a continuation pattern, right? So let's see if we have one of those balloon dogs. Yes, we have, like that balloon dog with its face and continuation pattern. And once, I mean, as he mentioned, once you see them, you just can't unsee them, right? Another freakishly long neck balloon dog in here, in further continuation, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Things stick, and that's awesome because I mean, despite you already have your own stuff, right? When you work with someone, like for example, I work with Alex or Crypto every single day, right? And he also makes you laugh, right? Like you see like those freakishly long neck balloon dogs, right? And well, it sticks, and that's pretty awesome because you start seeing things that you didn't see before. So that's pretty cool. So far doing fantastic. I think this balloon dog is gonna break to the downside and then pivot back up. So that's fantastic. We're getting prepared. That remember our alerts is at 115 or 115 ish, right? Somewhere around there. We're gonna be looking at our flip of, there we go, of our valley. I don't think that we're gonna have a peak performance diamond. I don't think so. But if we're looking at our oscillator, I think we're gonna have an early flip of the reboot. So be careful. Weekend is coming. A low volume. Tomorrow is gonna be Friday. We'll see. Hopefully we can have that entry back in here. If that is the case, if we break below 116 on Bitcoin, and remember we have an open order. Let me get my alerts. We have an open order on Turbo. Right, we have an open order on Turbo. Well, not an open order, but oh come on, 4 hours. A possible trade taken on Turbo. This will be going horribly wrong. We're gonna get stopped out. If Bitcoin falls, we're gonna get stopped out on Turbo. All right, that's a matter of fact. That is a fact. So where can we jump back in on Turbo? Because I think that will also give us some money. Here it is. Set your alerts. 004328. Again, 004328. Call now. 011 800 004328. Just kidding. So, all right. So I just want to make that clear because Bitcoin is looking very nice, but I still think that we're going to have a sweep of the lows. That sweep of the lows is going to bring Turbo very low, very, very low. That is not a bad thing, but we're going to get stopped out. That is just a risk that we're taking. All right. Again, that is a potential entry long potential. So we're going to be looking both assets and then deciding almost last minute. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. I had a blast, guys. Thank you so much also for spending a little bit of time with you, with me, right here at Trading with OC. And hopefully you guys are also taking the trades. Remember to always check, double check your trades. This is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm sharing with you. You need to run it by your own analysis. And if you find that confluence, well then go for it, right? But other than that, guys, thank you so much for joining. A little reminder: click that like button, please. It really helps with the algorithm. So if you haven't, please go and click that like button. Other than that, thank you so much for joining. And as always, see you guys tomorrow.